Massey over here at Next Level Guitar. We're hanging out today. We're having a good time. We're going to do a very fun, inspired by lesson today. And we're going to follow one of my simple rules when it comes to doing these videos. We're going to take a great band and a great song. We're going to exploit maybe a portion of the sound of the song and see how we can jam with it and make it our own. That's what we're going to go for today. Do some cool licks, jam on a progression, and feel good about the tune. Hey everybody, I'm going to tell you the best part of the video right now. If you want some information that is not available on YouTube, it's a free video lesson that comes with a great coinciding ebook free. All you got to do is just click on the link that you see below in that YouTube text box and you get all those great things. Free ebook, free lesson, not available here on YouTube. You got to click on that link. So let's go ahead and dive right in and talk about what essentially is going to happen. I'm going to be noodling here on a scale, and it's my ever favorite pentatonic scale. Position number 1, it's going to be B minor in this case, and I'll explain the usage of these because we'll put them in a couple spots. Starting on 10, starting on 7 with our pentatonic scale. It's first video, people. 7, 10. Here we go. Just your classic B minor scale. We're going to throw in maybe the blues note, so let me give you the blues scale as well. Alright, there it is. So what I like to do is take something cool of this song and just kind of jam it, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to bail the pick for a minute, maybe strum it with my thumb, and we'll address that. But I'm going to take just a simple barred chord here across the 7th position, and I'm going to hammer into my minor chord, regular E minor bar chord. Really neat sound to do, and with my right hand, sometimes I may strum this with a pick, and sometimes I might tuck that pick away and just get that bass note or the root note here, and some of these higher notes in the voicing, and I'm going to pluck that. And you can see here pretty much getting, you know, from the 5th to the 2nd string, but sometimes I might just go. So it just gives it a bit of a dynamic effect. Every time you do it, it's slightly different. Everything is changing in relation to where I strum it on the guitar. Back here I'm going to have a brighter pitch. Here I'm going to have a bit of a softer pitch. All these things are really important to think about. Alright, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to get back to that barred chord. So what's cool about this feel is mid-tempo. It's, you know, not too complicated. Really easy. Then I'm going to go to this nice suspended sounding chord. This is basically barred here in the 3rd position. And we're outlining a C5 chord or a C power chord, but I'm adding in some of these more suspended tonalities. I'm going to do the same thing up a whole step. And I've got just enough to go ahead and get my jam on and have a good time. When we do these things, I want to feel like I can put myself into it, so that way I'm getting their vibe maybe, but I'm doing a little bit of my own. So get a little lick in there. That's what we're going to use. We're going to plug in different kind of licks out of our pentatonic scale in between the progression. First one that I did is I struck this note, this E note. I'm going to slide into the flat 5, and I'm going to go to that note there. Resolves within the chord. Sounds really cool. Slide it. So, as you can see, as many times as I can, I'm going to try to plug in a lick. That's the whole point of the lesson. It's one of the hardest things to do as a guitar player, to feel like you can do rhythm and lead at the same time and accompany yourself. That's what we're going to use this song for. So, some of the licks that you're going to see me play, as we've already addressed, I like that one quite a bit. Nice little sliding. You might see me pre-bend and go to this D note here. All of these are nice little tasty phrases. Some nice octave movement that's just outlining the pentatonic scale. Let's address how I play that octave so that way it's got some dynamics to it. I'm using my pick hand here. I'm going to turn this way. I got my pick hitting the G string and my middle finger plucking this high E string. And when I jump to that B and D strings, I just move them up. Same thing as you go through there. That in itself is cool to practice. Maybe a little bit of sliding. But I can put it in the tune and it's going to sound cool. Go to those chords. So I've got a nice bit of play in there, and I want to be stylish. I want to be proper with my phrases. I don't want to overplay. And in guitar playing, little phrases sometimes are cooler than people that talk too much and just keep on playing. So that's what we're going to focus on. Now, we've got some other positions that we could change to and have that strong minor tonality. We're playing an E minor chord. Keeping this simple, we're going to go up to the first position of our E minor pentatonic off the 12th fret. And I can apply some of those same licks, but listen to how they change. Technically, these are kind of covering E minor positions, but this is how I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking that I'm playing two different minor scales, but there's some relation between the two of them. So we have... So any of these little pull-offs, any of those things are going to work. And if everybody has their favorite blues licks, everybody has their favorite pentatonic licks. We've taught you so many of them here on this site. You can go back and check out some of these other videos that have any of that kind of work to it, any of the pentatonic playing. Tons of good teachers doing that stuff. And you could come back and you could say, hey man, I like this song. I'm going to try to make it work inside this context, and we're taking some simple chords and everything is grand. I want you to address, though, dynamics and how loud you are and how soft you are when you play. Let me play the rhythm for you and you try to play along with me, and then we'll go ahead and we'll go back into it. I like that one. See? Pretend like I heard you. You gotta bend it sharper. That's something I always have to tell somebody, right? You always gotta take that bend and crank it. That's really cool to do against these chord progressions. When you're playing by yourself and you're bending these things, and you might be giving it your all and making the face and all that kind of stuff, unless you're playing against something or using it musical, it's going to be hard for you to tell whether or not you're hitting the pitch. That's just so true. A lot of people will come in and they think they're hitting it and it's just a bit short. So we want to make sure we get that in there, and this is a good way to do that. Let's go back to it. Play a little bit more rhythm for you. We're interactive here at Next Level Guitar. Okay, I'm going to do a little call and response here. One thing that I think is kind of neat, how many different ways can you take a short group of notes and play it differently? So, I'm going to give you this. You get these notes that keep going back to it. How many different ways can you take those notes and play it in the progression and do it different? First example is, now I could go, that was a little pre-bend, hammer, slide, and I resolve to that note. Next time I'm going to do it different. All of these ways to interpret all of these notes. I could bend it up, pull it down, let it fall down on a pre-bend, I guess, and I'm going to pre-bend it this way. And I'm going to go for that kind of a feel with it. So look at this real quick, and then we're going to end this. A little bit of a rhythm kind of embellishment here. I'm playing this rhythm. A little bit of everything. Different position. Octaves. Alright everybody, take these chords and may they serve you well. It's a very cool song to play, it's a fun way to get around, and it's extremely simple. We're not, we're not trying to challenge your thought process too much, but make you have more feeling. That's the goal. So go to the website, everybody, nextlevelguitar.com. A ton of videos, probably more than I can even count.
Over 1,120 and growing.
There it is. That's a lot of videos. It's a lot of brain food. A lot of brain food over there.
An archive.
An archive of brain food. Full menu. Everybody go to the website. I will see you next time. I'm going to play this out so you can jam. Enough of me soloing. We hear it all the time. I'm going to make another video doing the same thing. So you play with me for a minute, and I'll see you next time.